Hello to you, and thanks for tuning in. My name is Rosalia, and my YouTube name is actually Koki Jim 6065. I thought I'd add that in. I just did a video on it's called Fabric Scraps to Fabric Art Usable Pieces, and I got this idea from this lady called Joe excuse me, Joe McIntosh, and hers is fabric scraps with bond a web. And I refer you to her because she really takes you from the beginning to the end, you know, where she puts her little pieces of scraps on her base and puts the bond a web, irons it, and stitches it. I'm doing this in sections because I don't have the setup that I like. But in any case, this involves you have to check out my video because this is sort of like the second part of it that I did not show. And I just wanted to show those who are not comfortable with free motion quilting how easy it is, because I do not quilt. I had this machine. I've been sewing for a long time when my little ones were tiny. And I was always intimidated by this embroidery on the machine and stuff like that. So I have this machine. It's no big deal of a machine. It's a Euro Pro X, and it does a whole bunch of different stitches. I haven't even used all those stitches. In any case, I watched some of this. I watched Joe McIntosh first, and then there's this other lady. You have to watch her. Her program is Stitches by Julia. Fantastic. She really made me feel very comfortable with the freehand motion, the free motion quilting, and that's why I thought I said, well, let me check it out. My machine came with the foot. It is an embroidery foot. Most machine comes with it. I never used it. This is the first time I've used it when I discovered this technique. So it's about fabric scraps. This is full of fabric scraps. Okay, it's full of fabric scraps. And then has some of that heat and bond stuff on it to keep the scraps from falling off while you're sewing. And then organza. So this is the base. This is the base. This is the base. Okay, so you got a base and you got all the scraps on there at random. It's your piece. You do whatever you want. And then with the bond, the heat and bond stuff all over, because when you put the organza and you iron it with parchment paper, and don't keep it on too long because this organza does melt. And so you just want to heat it up so that when you bring it to the sewing machine, your pieces are not falling all over the place. So you want it to bond. So here I am. I've ironed it. My pieces are in place. I got my organza on there. My machine is threaded. My foot is in. My feed dogs are down. You got to put the feed dogs down because you're controlling the stitches. Your stitches should be at 0 because the length of the stitch is all controlled by how you move your fabric around. And that's it. It is a straight stitch. I decided to use this decorative thread, which I've had forever. I think it's rayon, 100% rayon. Very shiny. It looks really nice. And I've always been intimidated by this decorative thread, decorative that, whatever. So I finally decided to go ahead and use it on this because the stitches the color will look really nice. So here I am. Now, this is my third attempt in doing this particular video. That's how good I am, right? And I do videos at random. I don't have a schedule. I do it. If you catch it, great. Don't look for me. I mean, you can if you want, whatever. The thing is, I don't do it every week. I don't do it every day. I don't do it every month. Nothing like that. It's when I feel like I have something that really I need to share. And this is it's not all over YouTube. I only seen a couple of people doing this. So here we are. I'm at my machine. I got my piece ready. And as you can see, it already has, the embroidery going all over because I already made an attempt. So that's how it looks in the back. And this is how crazy it is. So let me start. And I'm not going to do a whole lot. This is going to be a short video. I don't want to bore you with going all the way around. You guys sit there and watch it. So I'm going to go ahead and put my needle down. And my foot is down. Oh, hold on. Let's see what's going on. Hold on, let me see, make sure my feed dogs are down. My feed dogs are down, okay, because I should be able to hold on. I should be able to move this around, okay? And I'm gonna start anyway. You can start anywhere. I'm gonna put my needle down. Oh, silly me. I thought it was my feet dogs. Hold on. I had my feet dogs down. The reason why I couldn't move it was because the needle was down. All right, the feed dogs are down. Okay, good. Okay, so my needle is down. Oh my goodness, that's how good I am with this, right? So I'm gonna start there, and I'm gonna the best way to do this is to just go ahead and put your foot to the metal, because it should go fast. Your machine should go fast. Don't get intimidated. You can go slow for a little while if you like, but pick up the speed, because then the way you move your fabric around is what's going to determine the length of your stitch and whatever you want to do. But go crazy. I really recommend you just go crazy. So here I go. I'm going to go really slow so I can lock that stitch in. And Stitches by Julia taught me that I should just go ahead and do a few in the same spot and move it around. So if I want to go slow, I have to move my hand slow, the fabric slow, because otherwise the stitches are going to be huge, and I don't want long basting type of stitches. But if I go fast, I can go a little faster with the way I am moving my fabric. So I kind of like the idea of going really fast. Oh, this machine temperament. Okay, so here I go. Oh, hold on. And I'm gonna go fast. I mean, my machine is not super fast. There was a spot here that I wanted to catch. I'm gonna catch it now. So you see, I'm gonna move to the spot where I want, and no particular design. I'm just gonna do my thing here. And I could go faster if I like, and kind of cover that spot that I burnt. I burnt it. So here I am. So, and you can go, I mean, this is to the point where you just have so much fun doing this. You don't want to stop and you go over stuff again, and it doesn't matter. You can cover it all you like. And since I like this, I already have the areas of stitch. I'm just gonna stitch over areas that are open, and I'm just going any which way, going around, looking for spots that are not covered to my satisfaction. So you do this until you are satisfied, and so forth. Move it anywhere you like. You want to go back to a spot that you think you missed, go back to it. So basically that is it. And then of course you want to lock it in, so just a couple of stitches in the same spot. Bring up your needle. This is great. Oh, where's my scissors? Oh, here we go. Okay, and then you take, and I like this thread actually. Look at that. Oh, these years with this thread, never used it. Am I crazy or what? So this is what you are left with. Now, of course, I'm gonna take this back to my cutting board and trim up the edges. Look how nice. Look at the back. So sorry about this whole camera thing. I mean, you know, I'm not very good at this. But in any case, I'm giving you a view of what this, and it feels good. It feels so nice, you know. So I hope that you learned a little something. Don't be afraid of your machine. The free motion quilting is what they call it, because it does feel like it's quilted. You pretty much have it quilted. Stitches by Julia and Joe McIntosh. Those people are ideal. And because you're just stitching, you're just going crazy with your machine, and it just looks great. And I would recommend a different color thread like I did with this one. You know, I have this piece. Let me show you this other piece that's in my first video. Check out my first video. I did it in white thread. Look at the back. It's all crazy. I don't care. It doesn't matter, because I'm going to cover the back and do something with this piece. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be leaving you. So I'm going to say goodbye, because what I'm going to take, you see how this is bigger. Look how big this is. This is 21 inches long. What am I going to do with this? I don't know, but I love it. This is a piece of scrap that I cut something else from it. And then I have nothing but scraps on this piece. Look at that. So anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. It's just been like about 10 minutes into this video, and I hope that that you can pick up on something. Get that machine open, dust it off, oil it down, and have fun. Thanks. Bye.